Welcome to Spiritual Dessert Trews for Russell Brand and other people. Today's is about changing from being a physical and carbon-based structure to being a crystalline-based body structure. What does it mean to change from a carbon-based body to a silicon crystal-based body structure to support the higher vibrational frequencies? Silicon crystalline is located directly below carbon on the periodic table. And since there have been changes within the gravity field around the Earth, there have also been changes in the electromagnetic field. So when there are noticeable changes within the Earth, that is echoed in our physical bodies. So the physical elements of Earth are changing to support the idea of ascension within a physical body for each living being upon the Earth. And in order for this to happen, the physical cell structure is changing. Since there is a change going on with each cell, there will also be changes within each chakra. This is very important because it will allow an even greater change within each cell. The inside of each physical cell is becoming more weightless, as the outside of each cell is developing an extra layer of electrons that are attracted to the cells through the spinning of the chakras, electrons. When the extra layer is built around each cell, the cell will have more electrons than protons. When this happens, our cells will be able to spin and go into higher frequencies or higher dimensions. The magnetic resonance within each cell attracts these electrons until it is full and cannot receive any more electrons. This is the point where the complete cell changes into a crystalline cell, or light, or even, if you will, a weightless energy. Within the gravity field around the Earth at this moment, you need to reach a point where the spinning of the electron shells have to reach a 0 point, a balance of the frequency within the frequency of the electron shell. This is where the alchemical change takes place from a third-dimensional being into a multi-dimensional being. This is the process of ascension. Ascension means not only the transformation of consciousness, but also the transformation of our physical bodies from carbon-based to silicon-based structures. We are becoming crystalline, which means we will become semi-translucent. The transformation of our bodies from carbon-based to crystalline is the starting point of the creation of our light body, which for most of those conscious seekers began on the date of 11/11/11. The light body uses silicon as a primary building block. Unlike the flesh body, which is based on carbon, CO2 is converted to SiO2, which, as you probably guessed, is the formula for the common quartz crystal. The light body shimmers and sparkles to those who can see it, but is invisible to those stuck in lower 3D. That is why, in the story of the rapture, people simply disappear from the perspective of a 3D entity who stays behind. To the one who has been just ascended, the world does not completely disappear, but takes on a radiance, unlike anything previously experienced. It is as if a new world has been born. In actuality, both worlds existed all along, but one's awareness was focused on the 3D, 4D world. The 5D world is a place of indescribable beauty. Everything shines and vibrates. There is no birth and death, as we know them, no sickness, no aging, no worry, and no fear. An analogy for this can be found in ordinary water. Water is supercharged with an electromagnetic suspension. When water is supercharged with an electromagnetic field, the molecules become hexagonal in shape. When a colloidal suspension is bombarded with electromagnetic waves, sacred geometries form in the suspension. As the human body, largely made of water, is bombarded with high-frequency electromagnetic waves from the center of the galaxy, the source, and some people say God. The sacred geometries of the Merkaba begin to form in the auric field, which then slowly bleed through into the physical. Love you. Cheers to becoming crystalline. I love water. The more sacred, the more pure, the better. Pleasant dreams.